I would like to give you an insight regarding this kasi after being married of 3 years or 4 years, parang last year ko lang naramdaman ang challenges and yung real life challenge as a couple. Kasi yun nga, yung first 3 years namin was really just having fun and enjoyment.
You're gonna need lights to climb a mountain. You gotta keep the light close to you. I'll be the pillar when you're stumbling, and in my arms I'll keep you.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this will be the second video since I have re-uploaded again a video for this channel. Tama ba? Pabalik-balik ako. So anyway, moving forward, the last video that I have uploaded is all about designing our Christmas for 2019, so 2019. So this one, the reason why I stopped uploading videos from this previous months, because I was really seeking for real purpose and real reason why I do YouTubing. So actually, I will gonna discuss those things on the coming videos. So as of the moment, I just want to make things, I just want to go deeper, diba guys, para so that you can also know me personally, that I'm such a deep person as well, that I just don't go with the shallow topics or shallow videos that I will produce. Of course, as a content creator, I would like also to give you something that you can really learn, or something that I can also share with you kung ano ba talaga yung mga stand ko sa buhay, or how I manage things up and how I come up with this life ban tawag dyan. So without further ado, let's get started. So my topic for this video is all about things that I wish I knew before I get married. So one of the promises that I have committed to myself and of course to God is that I really want to help people, married people and women that are struggling with relationships. So I hope this video will also give you an insight or will also help you in contemplating so many things. I'm not trying to tell you that you have same story like me or same situation like me, or I'm not trying you to copy me all the time, but I will just give you some tips that really work for me, because me and Raymond has been together for going 14 years as a boyfriend and 10 years as boyfriend. 30, tama nga. 14 years as boyfriend and girlfriend and 5 years as married couple. We didn't even meet like as fast as that. I just realized that we are reaching, it's been 5 years? Yeah, we're 5 years married this year. Grabe no, bilis de. Diba? So, we married September 26, 2014 in Singapore. That was our yung Huwes na wedding. And then, kinasal din kami the same year, December 23, 2014, dito naman sa Davao. Kaya, actually guys, being married for 5 years was not quite that easy, but actually as they have said na yung 2 years or first year of your marriage, may iba they're saying na parang it will be so hard, or other people are saying na yung 1 year mo was still like in a honeymoon stage. So with me and Raymond's case, we were able to enjoy 2 years of being married. Actually, that was just an easy life because first and foremost, we decided not to have a baby right away because we really want to enjoy each other. Kaya na-enjoy namin yon for the first 2 years, and we really traveled. We went to places that we have never been, and then we were able to enjoy each other's company bago kami nagka-baby. And then in 2016, we came out that we're expecting, and then I gave birth on 2000 same year. And then we went through a lot. We went through some problems, as in super mabibigat na mga problems, but we were able to come out victorious from that situation. Okay, so I would like to give you an insight regarding this kasi after being married of 3 years or 4 years, parang last year ko lang naramdaman ang challenges and yung real life challenge as a couple. Kasi yun nga, yung first 3 years namin was really just having fun and enjoyment. So this time, parang, I really want to encourage other women as well na you are not the only person who's going through struggles in marriage or so many adjustment or so many things that is going on in your life, okay? So, medyo nakasulat siya. So, please be patient with me kasi don't memorize all this stuff. So, ayan. So, actually, the first thing that I want to tell single women or single people is that marriage is not an escape of life problems, okay? So, a lot of people na they're thinking na kasi diba when you have a miserable life, when you are still single or with your family, you are really telling that I really want to get married so that I can be complete, so that I can be happy, or I can be free from my family or whatever situation that you have. Even how rich your husband will be or how good looking he will be, I want you to know that marriage will just amplify whatever problems that you are going through in your life, because you will gonna be living with the other person who has totally different character, different culture from you. So it will never be an escape, because it will be a long journey, and you will be stuck up with a person that you will gonna live a life forever. So please take away that mindset na when you get married, you will escape all the problems in your life. So actually, if you fall into the wrong person, you can even have a worse or unhappy life than before. So wag kayong magmadali. Do not rush marriage. Do not get into jump into something that that you will gonna commit a lifetime. It will be a lifetime commitment. So make sure that you are ready. Don't just get married when you are lonely, but when you are ready. So ask yourself or evaluate yourself, even the person that you're gonna marrying with, if you are already ready to commit to another level. Okay? Thing number 2 is marriage is not 50-50. Divorce is 50-50. Of course, marriage is totally 100%. You have to give yourself selflessly. Stop counting what are the things that your spouse can give to you, kasi at the end of the day, you will become critical on what are the things that he can contribute or what are the things that you don't contribute. For example, is doing the house chores. So, like for example, in the morning, I'll cook, or in the night, I'll cook and I prepare everything. And for example, there are days that your spouse cannot commit the same level of commitment you cannot give. You cannot always tell that, I won't cook for today or I won't cook later because that person is very lazy, or ayokong gumalaw because he won't do the same thing. Okay, so if you are always counting 50-50 na you always want to have a share or part, then you are really prone into divorcing that person. So make sure that when you give, it has to be selflessly. It has to be like you always have to think the welfare of your spouse. Yun. Are you okay, guys? If you're a little bored because this will be a kinda long conversation with you, grab a cup of coffee and sit down in your couch. So baka ito yung mga answers sa iyong mga questions. And number 3 is that do not try to change your spouse. Being with Raymond for 14 years, the only thing that I did to him was trying to change him all the time, trying to make him be like me. Why you're not that fast, why you're not that authoritative, everything. I realized that if my spouse will have same character with me, siguro ang gulo. Kasi, like with me, I always speak out. I always speaks out my mind, whatever the thing that I think na tama ako, pinaglalaban ko yon. Which is, I'm so blessed that I have a husband na different siya. Marunong siya magpalamig ng ulo, marunong siyang, he knows how to, parang ika-calm down niya muna everything before fighting with me. So, do not change that person. One of the best thing that I can give an example to you is that when I was still single, I used to be very anong tawag dyan, outspoken, tapos ma-PR ako, I have a lot of friends, and actually, I'm not really good at finances. And then, here comes the person, I always like judge him, or so critical at him, like telling him, you're so kuripot, or you're so madamot, or I hope you are like this, or like that, I hope you are like me. Then, there are certain situation in our life, wherein, nawalan ako ng pera, at yung husband ko still his money because he saves, and I'm not good in saving. So could you imagine if he totally compromised, or if he changed himself just to please me when we were still single? I won't discover, and I will not discover that he's good in money. So with that, dun ko na-realize na, okay, this is the right husband that I should be marrying with, because he knows how to handle money. And kasi ang nangyayari, sayang yung all the effort that I'm doing. I'm skillful, but because I'm not a good manager of my finances, hindi ko pala na ma-maximize yung mga bagay na meron ako. So, dumadaan lang siya sa kamay ko. Yun siya, guys. Next is, never keep secrets from each other. That's also the loophole or the mistake that we have done when we were still single and when we were still together as boyfriend and girlfriend, was that I used to keep secret from him, and he also keeping secret away from me. So, ano ba? Ano yung mga secret? Like, for example, somebody texted me or about finances. Na, for example, nakahiram ako kay ganito and I did not tell him. So, actually, secrecy is the enemy of intimacy. Ngayon na mag-asawa na kami, he became my best friend. Even I'm pissed off with somebody, I will tell him para lang mailabas ko. Yung parang feeling ko, I cannot complete the day without telling him how I feel today, or how my day went through in the business, in the family, in my even my personal struggle with my physical body, since I'm really like feeling so insecure recently because of my weight. So I used to tell him even yung mga small things, small stops in the business, like I'm struggling with this and with this. So he's the one who will gonna encourage me, to tell me to keep on pushing, to keep on going, that it's okay to commit mistakes, it's okay not to be perfect. So it's such a comfort that you have a spouse who turned out to be your best friend. So yun. And then, anong number na yun? 4. Number 5 is that you're not only marrying him, but also his family. Okay, especially to the women, I'm not sure if this is a women or men or whatever it is, do not try to fight with your spouse's family, especially the mom or the dad, because kumbaga, if you were gonna put yourself in their shoes, papapiliin ka between your mom or between your family or her. May pipiliin ka ba? Diba? Of course, you will not choose anywhere, because as much as possible, you will gonna choose both. So, it's just a matter of compromising and embracing the culture that that person used to have, and also yung culture na i-apply mo. And the moment you will gonna embrace different culture, actually, you can maximize all the positive attributes of each family, tapos mapalago mo pa siya. So, we experienced that before, kasi nga, parang you cannot be critical on your partner's culture or family, kasi iba-iba talaga. So, I think the best medicine or solution for that is that trying to see all the positive culture or attitude or character they used to have, tapos i-apply nyo as a family, then you will have a good return of result. Yun. Number 6 is be your spouse's number 1 encourager or supporter or fan. Do not be the source of, criticism, or do not be always critical or judgmental, or you always see the negative side of that person, kasi totally he will really draw out. Kumbaga, unconsciously, your spouse will just withdraw his or her love towards you because you always become critical. So in everything that you do, make sure to be the number one fan, the number one supporter on everything that he does. So one of the example that I can give you is that me and Raymond decided, sorry guys, because I'm really having a trouble with my camera. So anyway, moving forward, so we used to have a lot of money when we were still abroad, and when we were here in Philippines, we decided to do a full-time business, which is I am launching my own product. It is a startup product, which is F-Skin, and Raymond as well is doing his food business, which is, as of the moment, he has peanut butter, which is already, out in the market. If we put our energy on fighting or being critical toward each other, I don't think that we'll come up with this idea, because a lot of people are asking us, hey, buti pa yung asawa mo, are so supportive, and the two of you has this good tandem. Maybe because we have learned from the previous years of our lives, and we've learned so many mistakes, that the best thing we could ever give to each other is our support, telling each other that we are so proud of each other, telling each other na parang, you're doing good, and even sometimes not criticizing, but having a positive feedback or positive criticism para mas maayos pa. What are the things that needed to improve? Do not, especially naming names. It's okay to fight, guys, but don't name names, or don't be harsh on your words as much as possible. If that person is, having this attitude that you don't like, don't tell him, like for example, in Bisaya pa, damak ka, or ano tawag dyan, ang dugyot mo, but instead, change the intonation of your voice into like, it seems like medyo kumalat, and I felt like I'm tired of fixing stops kasi pagod ako. Pwede nyo sabihin sa kanya in a positive way, wag lang yung parang ikaka-down talaga ng moral ng yung spouse. Yun. Number 7 is humbly ask for forgiveness if you think you commit mistakes, and the other way around is accept the apology or forgive right away. Do not let the sun go down, daw na hindi mo daw na-fix yung anger mo. When we get married, I think the best practice that we have is that we really, as much as possible, we kiss each other, we tell good night, we say I love you, or cuddle at night. There are some discussion or some topics na pinag-awayan namin nung that day, we make sure to discuss it overnight or even the whole day. Yun, ginagawa namin. Number 8 is that have a long conversation and evaluate the things where you are at now. I think the biggest failure or mistakes of the couple right now is that they don't evaluate where stage they are or what season they are, because the Bible stated in Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for everything. Even ako, I really had a hard time embracing the life that we have right now in the Philippines. Honestly, guys, maybe looking in Facebook, it seems like everything is so okay, but I'm really going through so many negative emotions because of so many adjustments that we have to deal with. Giving the idea that we're still paying our car and our house, and also we open up our shop, and there are things, the market is not that good, but the best thing, the best practice that we always do is that we take time to talk. I mean, like 3 days, 2 days, and even sometimes fight. And fighting is not totally unhealthy. It means that when you are fighting, because you have two brains, two different person who's giving two different ideas, two different opinions. Sabi nga nila, if you are not fighting with the other person, it means that other party might not be really thinking what could be the best way to improve the life that you have. So we even fast, we even pray. I don't want to sound too religious to you, but sometimes if we're going through a lot of problems, the best thing we do is really pray, and we really evaluate, really sit down and discuss everything that we think that is not a good practice. You really have to sit down and discuss everything that is going through, and what are the things that you are going through. At least alam mo paano i-handle yung life situation. Okay, then number 9 in relation to that, number 8 is that you will gonna go through different seasons in life. Sabi ko nga kanina yung Ecclesiastes 3, nauna ko lang masabi kanina, and that's the hardest thing to accept when you get married, because a lot of people, when you set an expectation that marrying is the solution or marriage is the solution of all your problems, you are really setting yourself into disappointment, because things in life is seasonal. So to die, time to born, time to embrace, time to fight. And if you don't acknowledge where season you are at the moment, you will gonna struggle, because you will gonna keep on fighting and looking back from the previous years, like, kasi dapat kasi ito yung ginawa mo, dapat kasi ito yung ginawa mo, kasi ganito, why is it na nung mga dati pa ganyan, bakit ngayon ibang-iba na, and you will end up blaming your spouse. There are certain things talaga na minsan maka-evaluate nyo. For example, oy, ito medyo nagkamali ka dito, oy, ako medyo nagkamali ako dito, or we both agreed na nagkamali tayo dito na season, and anong gagawin natin for us to come up or to come out from this situation victoriously. So I think the best thing is you really have to embrace different seasons of your marriage, especially pag you are reaching or you are into every milestone, like buying a house, buying a car, buying a property, getting married, putting up some money for investment, having a child, dealing with so many things, especially yung mga maliliit or malalaki na mga milestone in your life. Somehow, it will affect the both of you if you don't discuss which season you are at. So, yun yung nakatulong sa amin to get over from the previous pain that we went through, kasi parang I admit we are still going through a lot of discussion and a lot of tears and a lot of ano tawag dyan, basta discussion, because we always like thinking, buti pa sa ganito, buti pa bakit we've been working so hard, pero ito lang yung naano natin. So it's about accepting where your season at right now. Napaka-importante nun, guys. At through that, you can ask support from your spouse na para mas matulungan ka pa niya, especially right now. Ngayon ko lang na-feel yung tinatawag nilang postpartum. Ngayon ko lang na-feel yung emotions, because maybe after giving birth, I have so many things to face and deal with. So, ngayon ko siya na-feel na, ay, ganito pala. Ngayon lang ako maraming time mag-emote. And I was totally honest with my husband that, hey, you really need to shower me so much love at the moment. Kasi ito yung nafe-feel ko. I feel so insecure. I feel so unsecured and things like that. So, yun. And of course, number 10, talk about your finances. According to the survey, the number one trigger of divorce, or the number one reason why couples annul or get separated or got divorced, it's because of finances. So, hindi pwede na, you cannot always tell, like, it's just a money, we don't need to talk about it, you just have to let go. No, you really have to discuss and be at the same page, like how much money you really want to earn in the coming years. Maybe the other person is parang sobrang gustong-gustong yumaman, and the other person pala wants, like, I'm just okay with this, or okay na ako dito. So, you also have to evaluate those steps na dapat you will be at the same page. Kaya, choosing a spouse or finding a spouse, you must consider that kung yung tao ba na mapapangasawa mo, same ba kayo ng gusto sa buhay? Kasi pag hindi, medyo mukhang mahihirapan kayo. You really need to compromise in between and at least meet halfway kayo. One of the best practices that we do as well is we evaluate and meron kaming parang mga goal each year. Like for example, ganito, papatayo tayo ng bahay, or bibili tayo ng ganito, or papagawa tayo ng, like kami, we are in the business, gawa tayo ng mga manufacturing plant, may mga ganun. So, you have to be at the same page, at dapat pag-usapan nyo talaga yung finances. Do not compare your relationship, or do not take some other advices sa other couple than you, because a lot of us tends to complain or compare, and it will end up you are being hurt or being disappointed with the person you married with. So each couple is very unique. So what I'm sharing to you right now, it's not like telling you the whole thing that I have a perfect marriage or you have to copy me. What I'm trying to say is that maybe there are some points that might apply to your relationship. Yun. And then, prioritize what happens in the bedroom, and kasali na doon, at least you must have one date. Like with me and Raymond, we decided to have at least one date each week or every week, or at least once a month, or at least go out with the person you fell in love with when you were still single. So a lot of the couple's mistake is that after marrying, they prioritize their children over their partners or over their spouse. So, ang nangyayari, nawawala ng love toward each other. So, we make sure that our priority still is each other. At actually, guys, mas nakikita ko, mas nagiging solid ang foundation, like what I saw in my parents' situation or in my parents' style. They always prioritize each other. So it sets an example to me. It gave me a good example na parang okay, I aspire to be like them, na through thick and thin magkasama yung mag-asawa. So, and of course, a lot of women are being have this yucky reaction, or parang ano ba yan? Sorry, parang ay ano ba yan, sobrang bastos, or yung lalaki ang hilig-hilig sa, those sexy time. But, guys, actually, two things lang daw yung ginagawa sa bed. That's why bed is very important. Yung war in prayer and war in kama. So, it means sexy time daw natin with our spouse. It's like a prayer na it's between God and you lang yung nakakakita. So, para siyang ring din na yung ring natin, ito physical lang to na ring of commitment that we commit to other person na he will gonna be your priority forever. But actually, yung invisible daw na ring of commitment is, yung time nyo being together, and that's very important. Do not neglect it as much as possible. Allot time for that. One of the tips that I can give to the women, one of the things that I can recommend to you, especially for women or for men who's listening to this, is set up a romantic candle. Kung walang pera, or if you don't have money to go out, just buy a scented mga massage oil or emotion, just massage each other, or anything lang, guys, that to fire up your intimacy again. So if you lost that thing, nakakawala talaga ng intimacy yun, and that's why you will wonder the next thing, you will come to know that your husband is already having an affair. And ang first thing ko talaga tinatanong sa kanila is that, how's your life? Alam nyo na yon. So you must give so much time and effort to that issue. And you can also, like for women, I suggest to buy some mga sexist things and like that. So yun lang. And so those are the things that I wish I knew before I get married, because getting married is easy, but staying married is hard. So I'm sharing this to you para naman may insights kayo na it's not about having a perfect marriage, because I myself and my husband ourselves are not perfect. We went through a lot, and we've been through a lot, and we're still going through a lot of things. And yun yung mga things to consider nyo before marrying, na parang may isip mo, like for example, to those couple that are considering to put your relationship to the next level, those are the things that you have to consider if you are willing to commit or compromise the things that I have mentioned a while ago. Then you can say to yourself, you can gauge, pag nag-gauge mo na at least nasa 8 or 9 out of 10 ka na parang masasabi mo, I think I am willing or ready to compromise, then dun mo na masasabi na, okay, I'm ready to get married. Don't just married just because yun yung uso, yun yung trend, or a lot of people are pressuring you na bakit hindi ka pa nag-aasawa, because it's a lifetime commitment and it's not an easy thing to do, because that's the first, anong tawag dyan, yung si Lord, ang pinaka-first niya na ginawa na group is ang husband and wife, before government, before barangay, before countries. The first thing, anong first group, nakalimutan ko, guys. Anyway, I will gonna try to remember. Lagay ko na lang mamaya. The first na ginawa niya, parang is husband and wife. Yun yung pinaka-first government na ginawa ni Lord. And nung ko na-realize na husband and wife is not just getting married or having the ring, having the house, but it's also a calling to produce a godly or a responsible children in the coming years. So, yun lang, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and just comment down below if whatever topics that you would like me to discuss with you. And I hope you enjoyed this video kahit ganyan ako ng ganyan ng hair ko, because our sala is not yet aircon. So I really have to bear with the electric fan. But anyways, thank you so much for supporting this video. I hope you enjoyed listening to this video because I myself really enjoyed this. And see you on next video. Bye-bye!